Howdy, Wide Rivers. There has been a Dutchsinse update, which sounded very interesting. Mount St. Helens, USA. There are wide rivers around the volcano, which everybody knows it is a volcano. It has the world's fastest glacier growing within its caldera. There is things like cryptodomes, source domes, also known as that. Like there's water pouring out of the mountain. So and I was thinking, is it possible that every glacier carrying mountain is an actual volcano? It just erupts maybe a little bit differently than people would expect volcanoes to erupt. There's always this red lava and stuff, but there are so many different kinds of volcanoes. Some are acidic, some are alkaline in nature. We have phreomagmatic eruption, where we have the groundwater interfering, which is part of a disturbance. They don't seem to see water as part of the whole. I do. Wide rivers in Nalchik, Russia, Montmartre, France, Udine, Italy, Parma, Italy, Walgau, Germany. And they are all over the planet, everywhere. And now 4 of the pictures we are looking at here are from the Alps. If I would tell you this is Yellowstone National Park in America, you probably would believe it. Probably. But we are in the French Alps. So, like I said, I checked out the Dutchsinse update, especially about the volcano, Mount St. Helens. And I want to share it with you if you haven't seen it. And yeah, I like Dutchsinse. He has this positive attitude, and he does very good videos, and it's very interesting. And let's just take a look on what he found. Mount St. Helens burning? What are the chances?
Where is it? Is this it? Yeah. Okay, this fire has appeared on St. Helens a few days ago. Here it is. Okay, here's video of it. And I'm going to go ahead and play it. And we're going to full screen it really quick so you can see what's where. Here's St. Helens. Off in the distance, over here to the right, you will see really quick Mount Adams off in the distance. Just to give you a perspective of which way we're looking east. So this is looking east inland. And down here on the south or southwest side, there's Adams over there off in the distance. Southwest side, down here. So what's down there for perspective?
Just let me interrupt him for a really brief second. Here's a wide river.
Now they're trying to say this is a fire. I gotta talk about that. This matters. So everybody on the West Coast, you better frickin' listen up right about now. Here is St. Helens. The chopper view looks like it was looking this way. So it was, the chopper's somewhere over here, and it's looking east, and it captures Adams over off in the distance, and the fire's somewhere down here on the south by southwest side. Somewhere down here. I don't know exactly where, but somewhere down here. And then that would put us next to Marble Mountain, which is the Pleistocene old volcano here. Marble Mountain, an andesitic shield volcano lying southeast of Mount St. Helens and north of Swift Reservoir, was last active about 0.16 million years ago. You got to say it like that for that age to be believable. So there it is. I mean, we are on the south side of Mount St. Helens. Now hold up. Why does this matter so much? Well, don't you remember what happened just a couple of weeks ago? At Mount Rainier, up off the peak coming out of the crater itself? They tried to say that was a fire. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. First they said it was a fire. Then when they realized how asinine that was, they came back and tried to say it was a lenticular cloud. Wait a second. Didn't I hear that before somewhere else? Just a couple weeks before that? Yeah, that's right. Down here. Mount Shasta. Same thing. Mount freaking Shasta. Same thing. And they tried to say it was a fire. But then I got involved. I got the live cameras and shared them, and you remember? They turned them off. You remember this? I did this all live. It was all live on my live stream plus on social media. So smoke or whatever, some kind of steam, started coming out the side of Mount Shasta. And I shared the webcams. They turned them off. It wasn't...
Yes, you can watch the whole video. I just wanted to share that with you. What he found about Mount St. Helens. There's a fire near Mount St. Helens. Some months ago, in Switzerland, there has been a fire on Glacier 3000, also known as Les Diablerets. I made some videos about that, and I'm not telling you that there is probably some lava or whatever stuff there coming out of the mountain. No, probably not. The thing is, let's do it differently. So that's the article featured in my video. And that's the fire. It's up here on top. The thing is, when we are looking at these kind of pictures, we have to also think about Earth's electromagnetic circuits and how charge accumulates on peaks or edges. There is a glacier, it's a rather big glacier there, Les Diablerets. And so, like I earlier said, I think glaciers could be contemporary lava streams made of water. So there is a stream of energy going through the mountain, probably from all down below the crust. It pushes the water upwards, and then it pushes it downhill. If it wouldn't be so cold up there, it would be probably just a lake and the stream would flow out of the lake. But since it's frozen all year, it's ice. It still gets pushed downhill. Yeah, it's probably not gravity which pulls the glaciers downhill. Okay, there is gravity involved in this for sure, because it cannot be shielded or anything. But if you just look at the... Yeah, this really doesn't work. If you look at the rocks, they really seem to have once much more liquid than they are. And it's really annoying how they jump back and forth, those pictures. Is there any more pictures? Yeah, there's a lake. From where they got the water to extinguish the fire, I guess. And here is a station, and here on the other side we have all those glaciers, and there's actually a glacial cave up there as well, and I made videos about this as well. If you are interested, you will find them. But it's just interesting that we have fires near glaciers, and I still don't know what's the cause of the fire on that station. I reported on that as well, a little update about the fire, but there wasn't any update since nobody knows or nobody tells anyone, and I still don't know. It could be an electric surge which just overpowered some circuits of the facility, which is related to telluric currents, possible magma movements in the ground, geothermal activity, glaciers. mountain water in general. But let's check out some other quakes in Europe. Because I found it interesting. I was writing to some professor some weeks ago. And here we have Cheb, or however you pronounce that. And there is a Cheb Basin somewhere, and there is volcanic activity, as you can see. Cheb Basin volcano area. There is many mining operations not too far from that. It is a very interesting region. And it is basically in the center of Europe, where we have this triangular shape and this bow shape. And if we zoom out a little bit more, we will see also the C-pin shape. So there is geometry within all the things. Neualbenreuth. 4 hours ago, it's difficult sometimes to switch between the language or languages. 4 hours ago. 10 kilometers in depth, so probably this doesn't tell us anything. 10 kilometers, because that's the basic adjustment. It's always 10 kilometers, if nothing else. We can see we have water veins. There's a waterfall, Mugelbach. So there's like just alone in this little area. So about 300 meters. If we would draw a square here, which is roughly 300 meters, it should be probably a bit longer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 wells in that very small area. There is many more of them. There's even a water body, it seems. Let's switch to terrain. It makes it sometimes easier visible. And it's a pity we cannot see them, the water veins on Google Earth. So there is water everywhere. And obviously many of those have been dug out artificially, or whatever that means. Yeah, this might be some fish pond or whatever, ancient or old mine. And here in the middle of the field we have the sign of a volcano and water veins all over the place. Dr. Dahl, if you are listening, wenn du mich hören kannst, könntest du mir antworten? Yeah, I was asking him about degassing and stuff of cryptodomes, but I still wait for an answer. And I think it would be very nice, very well possible that there are cryptodomes in this region. Maybe by the dozens. Let's check out some little hill here. I assume where we have forest, it's more hilly. Otherwise, there would be fields, I guess. There's 1, 2. Weißbrunnen. White well. Maybe we find it on Google Earth. Let's check it out. So that's Neualbenreuth. We went somewhere here, I guess. Map style. Everything. Weissbrunnen. And the pictures? Do we have a picture of Weissbrunnen? Because this means somewhat white well or spring. Yeah, we don't have a picture of that. So let's look at something else. Yeah, the waterfall. Somewhere here you had the Quakes. Might be Karst region. There's just a waterfall in the middle of the forest, which has been there like forever, since the creation of those mountains. Mugelbach. Mugelbach, it goes here and here. Yeah, here it just says Mugelbach. Maybe it comes from here and it emerges up here. I don't know. But I just wanted to point out the connection between white rivers and volcanism. Back on the volcano application. Here is probably not that well visible, which we only have the sign of volcanic activity, quakes. But if we zoom out a little bit, there's quite much white stuff to be found here. And it seems to be interesting because people have been digging it out. And they are all over the place. So we are talking about alkaline environment. Here we have Bad Elster. Bad means bath. Hence geothermal activity. How many of those hills there in this region are cryptodomes? And the water which is pouring out of them will have fluctuations in the amount, in temperature, in the composition. Because as long as there is water pouring out of those mountains, they are not dead. They are alive, they are a crucial part of the environment in all the senses, electromagnetic environment and environment of the people, because people, they need obviously the water to grow stuff. There's many fields out there. But I leave it here. Mount St. Helens, Neualbenreuth, Glacier 3000 fire, all very interesting. And this could be continued like forever. There would be so much stuff more. But anyway, I think I leave it here. Take care and see you. Thanks.